Guys, we're here with the epilogue of Baldur's Gate. Yeah. Instead of doing a stream, since this is gonna be super short, uh, just decided to make it a video instead. So let's do this. So, why should you join my Patreon? There's actually a lot that you get to see. You get to see all my health updates, even when I go to the doctor, so that's very cool. Very medical, wow. And you also get to see all of my cosplays. That's every MomoCon and every DragonCon. I post tons of cosplay stuff. I do the funny TikTok dances that my character does in my YouTube shorts. So if you feel like it, please subscribe. Please know that all of my Patreon money is always used for essentials in real life or invest back into my VTuber life. And you get to see behind the scenes stuff on my channel, such as the secret Patreon only chat in my Discord. And I hope that encourages you to join my Patreon. Thank you so much. I really hope everyone's doing well. I mean, of course, subscribers, but I meant like, you know, in the camp. I meant that. Okay. Let's check on Jaheira.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
That makes one of us.
Oh, forgive me. I am simply excitable. It is good to be out under an open sky once more. My first, since the reconstruction began. We left quite a mess behind. But the city begins to look something like itself once more. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
I heard rumors the upper city was destroyed beyond reconstruction. Oh, really?
The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness.
That's cool.
Civic spirit. Plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers.
I'm surprised that she's staying in Baldur's Gate.
Masons, healers. My own son Jord has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing.
No way.
Not so for my daughter.
Yeah.
Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
Yeah. You must be proud of them.
I suppose I am. I tried to steer them clear of my life's work, but they have chosen it for themselves.
Minsk, stop.
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less.
Wow.
For all your travels,
Growth.
I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
Home is with Asterion.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Scratch. Oh!
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it?
What you got there? I'm so glad Withers remembered to invite my favorite companion.
Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement. He seems excited in a way you recognize. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
Scratch, come here. I think he went with Withers, maybe. Where the hell did you find that?
He whines. Let's talk, more throw.
Okay. That's hilarious. Well, let's go in order, shall we? Shadowheart's here. She's looking at some night orchid.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
I was wondering I was wondering the same of you. I didn't think you'd want to be in arm's reach of me again.
What can I say? We shared something extraordinary, even if we didn't always see eye to eye. Let's leave old squabbles in the past.
True. Agree.
Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Oh my gosh. Hug. Aw.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it?
Yeah. I'll take that as a compliment. You look good too.
I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad you seem well. Trudy.
Tell me what you've been up to.
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
Where have you been? What have you seen?
One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep.
Oh,
It's
wow,
the largest temple
really?
of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
Your parents would be proud of you.
Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think.
Aw.
And one day we'll be reunited.
What else have you been doing?
Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions.
Uh-oh.
Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poison blade to best me.
Yeah.
Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable
Nocturne.
little plans.
A friend in the A's die. You mean Nocturne?
None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shah entirely given time. But
I hope so.
that's a decision she will have to make for
Or,
herself.
you know, she'll end up getting killed.
If that day comes, I'll be ready.
What's next for you?
I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight.
That sounds cool.
I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to?
Oh.
Don't be a stranger.
I won't.
Quite as nice as the sitting room, but
Volvo. Have you been...
I didn't realize you were such a homebody, Tara. Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the
Oh my
post.
god. How have you been?
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even
Wait, what?
bother with the release form. You might help me with the title,
He
though.
copied my
I'm
signature.
considering The Hero and Me.
No.
What do you think?
No, 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 no. You can do better, can't you?
Oh, terribly sorry, but you mistake me, my friend. I'm only accepting complimentary. Perhaps once the manuscript is finished,
Complimentary feedback
you'd even be
only.
willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll
Please
sign it
let me
for
read
you.
it.
Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Oh, you...
Well, well.
Oh, look!
Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Dakarius
Professor?
of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
Damn! I see Mister didn't smite you in the end.
She did not. I'm delighted to report. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would.
He did?
And in return, she cured
I'm
me
so
of the
proud of
orb at
him.
last.
You know what?
Even now, I struggle
Wow.
to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling.
I can't believe he gave up the crown. I'm so proud.
For so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Go on, convince me. Why is illusory magic so fun?
Illusory magic has the power to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality, and to allow expression of that most magical attribute of all.
Okay, that was pretty good. Okay, that was pretty good.
Unfortunately, in that respect, some of my apprentices seem to be rather lazy. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
cheek of them. Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
I'm enjoying my innate and effortless talent for magic, of course. No further education required.
From you, I'd expect nothing less. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to
Ooh,
them, you know?
nice.
I'd be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions.
I think that
for
would
you.
be pretty cool. Teaching magic in a classroom, a novel thought indeed. Yes, why not?
Well, I, for one, can't wait. And I say with some neither can they. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower.
cats.
It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle
God,
for now.
I'm so proud of him,
Time
guys.
enough to come.
I'm shocked how happy I am that he like hasn't like, you know.
This is nice. Yes. I think that's the right word for it.
Nice. Halson.
It truly is splendid to see everyone gathered together again, if only for a night. I hope the sun does not make haste to rise on us.
Me too. Still partial to roaming in bear form, I take it.
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy.
Yeah.
As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit.
Really?
Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
Fair. What of the Grove do you stay in touch?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
Nice. Tell me more about the kids. Do you see much of them?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often.
Aww.
What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
Thanks. You seem more settled than I expected of you. I thought it was against your nature. Yeah, especially with all the polyamorous. You know, I thought he would just keep going.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age.
May I have a hug?
I was just thinking the very same.
Hug. Eee, so many hugs.
If only we could stay like that forever.
Let's go for it. I wouldn't say no to a kiss.
You read my mind.
Aw. Just a kiss. Okay, that's
The
good.
day I weary of those lips is the day I weary of life.
Holy shit, dude. Thanks. I mean, wow. Wow, wow, wow. She's chilling. Lil.
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
Avernus. Oh, I get it. Aw. Do I get another roll? Roll again. Bingo.
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
I notice fragrant flowers in a mysterious accent I can't quite
Forest
place.
trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in.
Well, how have you been faring without your warlock powers?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
Any visit with your father?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch.
Well, everyone's dead, so.
He's back in his element, commanding the flaming fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed.
Yeah,
Bane's
that's the
chosen
scary
to open
part.
The fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be tears' will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same.
Ooh.
His words, not mine.
Well.
He still believes in the bow and the blade, but he's teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered.
Yes. Please
May they
teach the fist that, because they're a bit stupid. Anyways, your pleasure to be around.
I've missed you too.
Buddy.
The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
Ah, thanks, pal.
Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine, for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Who was I going to talk to? Where is that Karlach?
The whole gang is here.
Well, I might as well
Wish I'd had
speak
time
to
to
Vince.
polish up the horns.
Boo! We are not dreaming. It is our old friend.
Good to see you too, Minsk.
Oh, and it is good to be seen. Oh, after so many days down in the dark, Minsk began to wonder if he was some blind bug who had only dreamed himself to be large and bulksome. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell.
Wait, what?
Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover.
You were in a cell? What for?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jaheira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution.
Oh, dear Lord.
I am not
Minsk.
sure of the difference.
You are like a Disney
It is a long
princess
walk
with
to
how
the
much you need to be
gallows,
saved.
And Minsk still has his fists, no?
Just Jaheira, know you're off the leash.
She told Minsk and Boo to behave themselves, which is why we shall be back in our cell by dawn.
No.
But leave such
no.
matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales.
Minsky stressed
How
me
have
out.
you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
I've been with the Asterion trying to cure him.
A powerful pairing. If love cannot cure
Facts.
a vampire, what can?
Facts.
Oh, Boo suggests a variety of arcane remedies, but love is the most potent, and by far the easiest to pronounce. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go and greet
This
the
is
others.
his brain.
Minsk shall make himself presentable. Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo, though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
Okay.
Good thing I didn't decide to go to army yet. No way I would have made it back in time.
Ah, cool, fresh air.
Oh, there's Karlach.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. With us, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you.
And it's you.
I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean.
How have things been in Avernus?
War's a dirty business, soldier. It's been exactly how you'd think. But having Will around has been incredible.
I'm
Fuck is
glad.
even better at killing devils than yours truly.
Ooh.
We don't have much time to chat, but just knowing he's there makes all the difference. Oh, but hey, guess what we found?
What?
Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus. You haven't seen the last of old Karlach yet,
yay.
soldier.
Even though there's no, you know, DLC or whatever, we'll see you in the fanfics, Karlach. If anyone can survive Avernus twice, it's you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Keep a bottle of something good in the icebox for me, huh? Mama Kay's coming home before too long. Can I
Good.
look you up when I'm out?
I'll hunt you down myself.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
Aw. Is that everyone? End your adventure. Oh, that makes me feel bad. Starion. What are you doing, silly? Look at him.
Go on, talk to the others.
I did.
We have forever after all.
Oh, I guess it's the end. Wow. Withers.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again.
It will.
How dost thou feel? If thou could only see the paths of fate untaken,
Yeah, I feel like I
thy
missed out on
mind
some
would
things.
surely break. Be glad of thy chosen path. It is, after all, thine.
True.
Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I've caught up with everyone. What's next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
They're pricked.
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now.
What?
Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself. But for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
To the greatest friends I could have dreamt of.
To you.
Oh. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so much. No. Finish the game with a heartfelt thank you from Larian Studios. Wow, that hurt.
There thou art.
Oh.
The dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed?
Ooh.
Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools. Everyone. The supplication of Bane. The whimper of Baal. The death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals.
Again.
I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away.
Damn.
Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Until the next playthrough. God, they must be pissed. They must be so mad. Well, that's it for this Baldur's Gate playthrough. We're doing the good Dark Urge, so keep on the lookout for that. And yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.